And welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm your host, Mike Briggs. You know what we do here at Central Valley Talk? We celebrate what's good about Fresno. Not just Fresno, the whole valley, Central Valley Talk. We celebrate what's good about Fresno. There's so much good things going on and good people doing good things, and we want to spotlight them and let you know what's going on, and maybe you'll get involved a little bit. Today we're going to spotlight my good friend Susan Bechara with ARC Behavioral Services. What is that?
ARC Comprehensive Behavioral Services.
I always get it wrong, don't I? It's right on the screen in front of me, but I can't see that part, Susan. ARC Comprehensive Behavioral Service. Okay, good.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
Well, here's two prongs to the name itself. Most of them that have seen my show, most probably they know it by Comprehensive Behavioral Services.
Yeah.
What I did was I created a nonprofit
Okay.
because many of the clients that I serve, they're high-risk youth, and a lot of them live in poverty.
Mm-hmm.
They all need to be paying for their services when they go to my program. But if they're in good standing, right, a lot of time it breaks my heart because they can't pay for those complete classes. So I created the nonprofit specifically to ask for donations
To help them
to be able to complete the but they have to be in good standing.
So these young people who've hit some crazy times, they're in these neighborhoods and their family situations. You help them and you bring them along,
right?
But you make them pay for their services.
Yes, because there's no freebies. That's the problem with America.
Because you don't get grants and stuff like that.
I don't get any kind of public money.
Yeah, and so the kids pay for it. But you're telling me before we came on the air, some of them go and they get out and they're starting businesses and they're starting to give back.
Yes, they're giving back to the agency right now because I've been doing this for so long.
Right.
Some of them are now owning their own businesses. Some of them are working, so they're giving back.
Yeah. Now, the way you're explaining it to me, when people give to that nonprofit, that's not for salaries or for you to make money.
No.
That helps pay for these young people's services. They have to pay the services, and that's the best way to do it.
Well,
they respect them more.
There's two reasons for that, okay? I'm very biblical in all my classes, the way I teach, right? God says to teach them how to fish and not to fish for them. So I don't believe that America is created to be entitlement.
Right.
So I want these young people to know because I deal with a lot of troubled youth, right? So they need to learn how to earn it back, right? And then give back. Giving is always the best.
I saw a kid, his parents gave him a car. He didn't respect that car. He just drove it and went crazy and just finally it was nothing. But the kid who had to buy their own car, now they respect that. They value that.
Exactly.
People who take your courses and access your services, that's good that they're paying for that because then they value them.
And I also help a lot of the parents to how to parent their children well because I deal with a lot of single parents, single fathers, single mothers, and sometimes some of them were raised by grandma. Grandma always liked to spoil anyway. Yeah. So I told them, it's okay to love your children, but you can't spoil them to the fact that you're not going to live forever.
Right.
So they need to learn how to get on their own 2 feet.
By the way, I wanted to check out your new website. Look at that. Susan, tell us a little bit about the website. What will people find when they go there?
They're going to find the different services. They can click on whether they want to know more about CBS, okay, or they want to know more about ARC, how it started, because it started through the model of House of Hope for Youth. As you and I know, you've been with me for a long time.
By the way, there's a website at the bottom.
Yes. They can see all the services that we provide over there and all the galleries. On the galleries, they can see all the different events that we're doing throughout Fresno County.
And the website is arccbsservices.com.
arccbsservices.com. And then if you want to donate online,
they can do it right there on the website?
Yes. Now, I will tell you the cost of each child, if you sponsor them, is about $360, and they have to stay in the program for 3 months.
Yeah, $360,
and it's not expensive at all.
That's a nice amount to give.
Yes.
Most of us can probably scrape that together like once a year or twice a year if you like. The more they can get, the more kids can be helped.
The more kids they can get help because that's what we call scholarship.
Right. And this isn't the government bailing these kids out or forcing them to act right. This is Susan from her heart reaching out to these kids and training them in life.
Yes, that's the whole idea. On the model of my programs, always holding them accountable, being responsible, or else there will be consequences. It's really simple if you think about it. That's how America was created.
Yep.
Because right now, I just feel like our government is giving everything away like an entitlement. We don't have to earn anything. And then they bash people who works hard. It's crazy. You know?
Well, these kids, I don't know if you call them kids, they're young adults probably.
Yes,
Um,
they are.
You're giving them classes. What are some of the classes?
We provide gang redirection classes, anger management,
Anger
substance
management, yeah.
abuse educational classes, family sessions, grief counseling, you name it. It's why it's called comprehensive, because
Comprehensive
it's a
behavioral
life skill,
services. I
life,
get it, yeah.
life. And then I also provide training to agencies and also law enforcement on mental health first aid, because I'm a certified trainer.
Mental health first aid.
Yeah, from the National Council,
Yeah.
you know.
Cops don't need to go shoot people because they have a mental health
Yeah,
problem.
that's another thing. That's why I really encourage a lot of agencies, companies, schools, educations, and I do a lot of places where there are correctional officers. A lot of correctional officers, even some of them are volunteering at my place now,
Good.
because they need mental health to understand. My mental health first aid is not like therapy and stuff like that. It's teaching people how to identify people with a crisis of mental health and how it can develop into an illness. So I think everybody needs it. It's like first aid
Yeah.
and CPR,
Yeah.
but now I'm just trying to encourage people to take this course.
Everybody
It's
needs
8
it, not
hours.
just for these poor kids on the streets. We
No.
all need this.
And it's a certification.
Mental
that is-
health first aid.
It's a certification that's good for 3 years. So that's good. And it's not expensive. They don't want to get that training. All they have to do is call me directly at 559-349-6125, because
And that number's on the website,
yes.
right? I want to
It
put
should
that
be on the
website up
website,
again.
yeah.
If you're watching, start at this website. It's arccbsservices.com. CBS is Comprehensive Behavioral Services. So arccbsservices.com. It's a beautiful website. Susan's done a lot of work getting this website together.
Yeah. ARC stands for accountability, responsibility, and consequences.
Nice. We're out of time. What else do you want our viewers to know?
No, I just want the viewers to know that we're still a nation under God, and we need to respect that. And all our young people are learning how to depend on the power of God, and not on Susan. Okay. And I'm not gonna water it down. I'm just telling them the truth. This nation is founded by Christian principle, and we're gonna continue to do that.
Right. I tell people, well, Lizzie, I'm not sure I'm a Christian. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That's our tradition here in the United States.
Yes,
we have a
that's
Christian
it.
tradition.
Yes.
Everything from Christmas tree to going to church on Easter. These are our traditions.
Let me add something else, because I have lived in foreign countries. We respect their tradition.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
why is it that when they come to America, we have to water it down? They
Water it
need
down,
to
right.
respect our tradition.
Yeah.
That's all. It's that
That's right.
simple.
That's right. We can have a Christmas celebration in the United
Amen.
States.
Thank you.
Thank you, Susan Bechara. I'm going to leave the website address up on the screen for a bit. I encourage you to go see that website and support Susan Bechara. She's doing great works in Fresno. We want to celebrate what's good about Fresno, and that's Susan Bechara. We'll be right back with more after this.
Thank you.